tudo que eu tenho direito. Estamos ao vivo novamente. Estávamos com problemas e resolvemos os problemas para variar um pouco. Por que isso aqui não está funcionando? Beleza, vamos botar isso aqui no padrão. Eu quero aqui. Desculpa, mas estava tudo errado. Estava tudo errado. Eu já volto. O que aconteceu aqui? Ah, tá. Eu tô olhando outra coisa, mano. Viajando aqui.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Back to Collins. Pass to Clarkson. Hayes against Kessler. Clarkson for three. Rebound by the Lakers. Hayes has got 8 rebounds in the game. Now Doncic. All right, Stan, what's one rule you'd change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
Pass to Hayes. And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Kessler.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Luka Doncic.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. Here's Hendricks. And the layup is good. There's 53 seconds left in the final quarter. Milton surveys the floor. Vincent outside. Pass to Goodwin. Shot clock at 6. Back to Vincent. Shoots over Collier. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Hendricks. From outside the arc. Collier, no good. Milton with it. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
75 coisas num único jogo, né?
Great win tonight, MP.
Ah, legal que ele te avisa. Opa! Diamond Kurt Mural. Ah! É aqui na aparência? Eu já não sei mais se é aqui. Esse aqui. Eu queria ver por causa do dinheiro, acabei esquecendo, velho. Mil, pouquinho. É. Eu acho que foi uma péssima ideia vir pra cá. Salve, Jean, beleza, meu camaradinha? Como é que você tá? Tudo tranquilinho aí? Sossegado na nave? Suave na nave. Eu tô esperando uma vaguinha aqui. Parapapá. Vamos lá, vamos ter Papai Noel. Vamos lá. Ih, jogo bugou de novo? Não. Papai Noel! Velho Batuta! Suada pra caralho. Porra, aqui tá um calor, mano. Por que, meu Deus? Por que, meu Deus? Por que, meu Deus? O que eu fiz para merecer isso, meu Deus do céu? Por quê? Errei feio, errei rude. Meu Deus do céu, mano. Caralho, a bola também não ajuda, sabe? Porra! Caralho! Pelo menos não vai ser de zero. Meu Deus. E aí, rapaziada? Aqui, ó, pra vocês, ó.
Good, MP. All right, baby. Let's get down.
In the house. Best fans we've seen yet. Make sure you disappoint them.
Well, there's always a little extra motivation for a team playing in front of their home fans. And the Heat definitely looked motivated as they came into the building. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at the Lakers, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know.
And you know, for Los Angeles, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
And now the Lakers starting group. Connect out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Hayes. Then there's Luka Doncic. And for Miami, Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Ware in at the 5. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
Well, not too long ago, MP has been very outspoken about them needing to win on the road. He feels like that's the ultimate test of this team, that if they can do that, they can pretty much do anything.
Well, and so far, MP is getting his wish. These guys have been nothing short of spectacular away from home. Every arena they walk into, they're the villain, and they seem to have embraced that. We'll test that theory again here tonight.
Now, here's Mitchell. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Outside, Hero. 6 on the shot clock. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And for a shooter like Hero, that floater is a key shot. You can use it against teams who overplay that three-point line.
Doncic outside. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Down low. Good on the bucket.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan. And that's Connect's biggest weapon offensively. He's a knockdown three-point shooter.
Wiggins outside. Vanderbilt against Adebayo. Pass to Ware. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons, and the sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Back to Hero from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Hero's got his second basket of the night.
And look at how confident Hero is from range. He'll take that shot whenever possible.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. The Heat making a switch here. Anderson's checked in, and Los Angeles with some changes. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Hachimura out there with Connect. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Hayes, and he gets it to go.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. They get it again. Pass to Burks from downtown. That one doesn't drop.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Back to Hero. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hayes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with the statue. And, Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And, Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
Pulls up on the wing. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 9 points in the game so far.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Hachimura grabs the miss.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
From past the arc. Rebound by the Heat. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
A loss is a loss, but some of them hurt more than others. You just hope the extended overtime minutes didn't zap their energy for this game.
Sinks the triple.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Pass to Jovic. Now Burks, still without a basket. Drills it from outside.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Connect. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And good that time.
As we see Connect expand his game, Dalton will get more active as a passer.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And we've got a lineup change for the Lakers. And awards now have a... And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's the Heat up 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And that game against the Hawks, they'll have the advantage coming in, but it's not like they're infallible. I mean, no one is.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a favorable matchup, but the game, last time I checked, is played on hardwood. Circling back to our featured game, the Miami Heat find themselves in a pretty even matchup.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You could tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them. I expect them to sustain this enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, these fans just love this team. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The Heat with the lead. We've got Hero. Adebayo is out there with Wiggins. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Ware in at the center position. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. For the tie. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 16.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Now here's Wiggins. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. The shot by Mitchell, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. For the lead, Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
The shot's good from Hayes.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Wiggins. Launches a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Wiggins has got 5.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart him, kind of wake him up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Mitchell outside. Shoots from 8. And here's Hero. That's good on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight. Out to Doncic. Pass to Vanderbilt. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch.
You see the strength that Wiggins has added over the years. He can take on pretty much anyone at this point.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Anderson, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Los Angeles with some changes. And now in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. Taking a look at the Clippers. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at the Lakers, they've sure made a statement here.
Some changes for the Lakers. So the Lakers 5 right now. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Hayes. Then it's Connect. Then there's Luka Doncic. It's tipped. Burks with the steal. Hero passes to Love. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hayes has got 7 rebounds in the game. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Hits the 3-point bomb. Vanderbilt's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And when you watch Hero play, it's no surprise he's a gym rat. He can score from any spot on the floor.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. 21 points in the game.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Hero. Misses off the left iron.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. Now, he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David. Wiggins in the post. Just 5 to shoot. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. The three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Hero. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Hero's got 11 in the second half.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
On the wing, Doncic. Baseline jumper. Rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. Connect with a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it. Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Rebound the Lakers. And they pick up 2. And it's a 12-point Laker lead.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Lakers.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And stolen by Wiggins. Outside, Hero. Hero can't get that one to fall. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Xiii, congelou. Ah, não, descongelou.
That's what I'm talking about.
Eu acho que vou parar por aqui. Mais tarde eu faço outra live. Hoje tá difícil, hoje tá chato. Valeu! Beijo na calça, fui!